Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video with me, Airsick Hydra, talking about another Warhammer 40,000 game, Mechanicus. Now, I know this game came out a little while ago, a few months, and you'll probably recall that I played it, enjoyed it, hopefully you checked out the review, and generally speaking, I recommended the game. However, there were a few drawbacks at the time, which is why I'm very excited today to see a brand spanking new patch, which is coming along and addressing numerous concerns that I had with the game. Now, the main one was that it was a little bit too easy, but what we do now is we go up to create a new game and we can see an array of various options, and this has pleased me greatly. Not only do we have a very simple difficulty modifier now, just to simply choose the general difficulty of the campaign you're about to embark on, as well as the difficulty within the campaign once you get there. So there's various different sort of tiers of difficulty now. I like this. This is nice. You can also choose to skip the tutorial, which is always handy because it saves loading in just to exit out straight away. And they've also enabled Iron Man and Permadeath, and this is a really nice collection of features that the game sorely needed to make those deaths more meaningful, to make the game have a little bit more suspense. I really enjoyed Mutant Year Zero because of that hardcore mode, because of that Iron Mutant mode. It was absolutely amazing. But let's go one step further here and check out their customized difficulty options, and this really is something to behold. Voila! Here we have an amount of options that is just simply wow. This is good. I like this a lot. There are a lot of options here which I think could really influence your campaign, and I'm going to be setting myself a challenge over the weekend on a stream on Sunday to go through this with some of the hardest settings possible. So we're going to do things like increasing the amount of enemies per encounter, the amount of encounters per mission. We're going to reduce our starting resources. Now, what you'll notice as well is there are additional achievements for enabling or disabling certain things, and of course there are others too, such as disabling the awakening system, which is a pretty nifty option if you just want to play like an endless campaign to see how far you can go. I really like this. I think they've covered pretty much everything I can think of. You can make enemies do more damage, you can make them have more hit points, you can change the action economy. Now, of course, there is the limitation that you've got to sort of impose these limitations on yourself. And that's maybe not ideal for everyone because it's sort of, we don't necessarily always do what we're going to enjoy the most. We do things in accordance with what we think we want to do. But what I'm trying to say is I reckon it's worth having a little experiment with this and having a little bit of fun. But if you're not sure, come check out the stream I'm going to be doing on Sunday for this game. Going to be having a good old bash and play through it. If you haven't seen the game and you don't know much about it, I'd recommend checking out my previous review, where a lot of it still stands. However, I think the criticisms have largely been addressed with this. But of course, if you want to see some gameplay, once again, check things out on Sunday. Guys, have yourself a great week, and lots of Games Workshop stuff to be covering the next few days and today. So lots to do, videos to be made, and back on the YouTube bandwagon again. Catch you next time.